Hello everyone and welcome to some more math with Miss Pellegrino. In this video we're going to take a look at greatest common factors. To find the greatest common factor of two numbers, you want to first start by finding your factors. So factors are the numbers that you can multiply to make a number. For example, think about the number 20. What are some multiplication sentences you can think of that'll give you an answer of 20? For example, 1 times 20 will equal 20. So this is a factor pair of 20. I can also do 2 times 10 because, again, 2 times 10 will give me 20. Can you think of any more? Another factor pair that can give me 20 is 5 times 4. I call these factor pairs. And each one of those numbers is a factor of 20. Once you've found your factors of a number, let's take a look at common factors. Common factors are the factors that two numbers share, the ones that they have in common. For example, I ask here, what are the common factors for 12 and 20? So again, we already talked about 20. How some factors for 20 are 20 times 1, 10 times 2, and 5 times 4. Can you think of some factors for 12? What are some multiplication sentences that'll give you an answer of 12? You might have thought of 2 times 6, or 3 times 4, and of course, 1 times 12. 1 times that number is always going to be a factor pair. Now that I've got my factors for both 20 and for 12, I can start looking at which ones they have in common. So which factors do both of these numbers share? I see that they both have 1, and they both have 2, and they both have 4. These would be my common factors, the factors that these two numbers share. Now to find my greatest common factor, I just take a look at those factors that I circled, my common factors, and I ask myself which one is the largest. So out of 1, 2, and 4, which factor is the largest? Well, it would have to be 4. So I would say that my greatest common factor of 20 and 12 is 4. Let's recap what we just did. To find the greatest common factor, we started by finding all the factor pairs of two numbers. Then, we looked at which factors they had in common and we circled them. Last, we determined which one was the greatest. Let's practice. Pause this video and see if you can find the greatest common factor of 10 and 15. Have you figured it out yet? Let's take a look at it together. I want to start with step 1, find all factor pairs. You can think of this as working backwards. To find greatest common factor, start with the factors. What are some ways I can make 10? Well, I can think of 1 times 10 and 2 times 5. What are some ways we can make 15 now? We could do 1 times 15 and 3 times 5. Now that I've got my factor pairs, I can move on to step 2 and circle all the common factors. So this is the C in your greatest common factor. I see that both 10 and 15 have a 1, so I'm going to go ahead and circle that. And I see that both 10 and 15 have a 5, so I'm going to go ahead and circle that. Both numbers don't have these other factors, so we're not going to circle them. Last, we want to ask ourselves, which is the greatest of the ones we circled? This is the G part of our greatest common factor. So out of 1 and 5, which number is bigger? Well, it would have to be the 5. So my greatest common factor of 10 and 15 is 5. Try some of these on your own on IXL, and remember these steps. Find your factors, circle the ones they have in common, and then figure out which is the greatest of those. Good luck, everyone.